Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Steven again. I recorded our video yesterday. Just want to recap from yesterday. I have a little bit of information about some things. Today's topic I want to talk about is chest pains. When people get chest pains a lot, like they call it they call it angina pains. Anywhere from gas, from angina, high blood pressure, which just causes angina pain. A person went through surgery for triple bypass or quadruple bypass or six-way bypass because their arteries are constricted are just spasms, and plus they get clogged up just like a water pump does in the car. You can't circulate blood any more than a water can circulate in a pump. Okay, the pumping action. A heart is the largest muscle in your body. We already know that. Everybody knows that. Okay. The problem is when you have. Okay, you got your two main. Okay, you got your two. Sorry about this. Pick my nose. You got two main arteries that go to your heart. The coronary arteries, the major ones. You got other ones too, but when these plaque buildups. I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit because it's a little bit loud TV. But what happens is you get yellow stuff that builds up in this is called plaque. Atherosclerosis, okay? Especially ATHER sclerosis, okay? It builds up so much that you can't get oxygen to your heart. So if they can't get, nothing works like shock. The first 3 minutes is very crucial to get your heart started back pumping again. If they can't do heparin, and heparin, I'm tongue tied a little bit, or the other, the paddles and stuff, they don't work. There is a surgical procedure that you can use by cracking open the chest. Okay, listen very carefully. It's very good. Usually it's a skilled professional trained doctor that does this. But, you got to know the right time and you got to know what you're doing, because if you don't know what you're doing, you can kill the patient faster than if the patient comes back to life or, has a chance. Okay, but if everything fails, you can do another procedure, which is called massaging the heart muscle. And there's sometimes people have a hole in their heart. All you do is put the finger over the hole, okay, over the hole like a filter, and you just massage the muscle itself. It's like working out your muscle. Okay, you know how you get a spasm in your leg? For example, you get a baseball. Okay, I talked about this yesterday. I call it baseball spasm, which doesn't exist that I know of. Okay, but I made it up. Okay, it gets so tight that you can't get rid of that spasm. You're trying everything you can to get rid of that spasm, right, guys? You do everything. Potassium, you take it, chloride, whatever. Don't take too much potassium because it can stop your heart, guys. Do not think that the extra kick of potassium too much potassium is going to make your heart better. It does not make your heart better. It makes your heart worse, in fact. If you overload it with too much protein, too much potassium, hydrochloride, okay? That is a way people, you see these murders on TV, okay? I shouldn't be saying this, really. I'm not going to say too much more than this. But that's how people you see on Lifetime TV, how people, make it look like an accident, okay? You can make it look like a medical accident, right? If a person's prescribed potassium, right? How can you prove that you gave that person that drug? Really? It's scarce. It's like 1,000,000 to 1. Seriously, if you're already taking the drug and it's in your system, how in the heck are they going to prove you did it? I'm not trying to give people any ideas out there, but this is true. But let's get back to the other part, not about professional crime. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to this. Crack open the chest, break the rib, okay? Get into the heart muscle, okay? Cover it up, massage that heart like this. A few times per minute, you just go like this. massage it, and you start seeing you start seeing that, like a V going up and down, and you start, did it. Thank God you saved somebody's life. Then you can, because the less shock, the better off you are. Because the more you shock a person, I guarantee it. Okay, when you shock a person, okay, enlightenment, whatever, but that's natural causes from God, whatever. But shocking helps stimulate the muscle itself, stimulate the activity of the muscles, because you got electrical impulses and you got the electricity going through there. Stuff like that. Brain waves is electricity signals too as well. But when things have failed to a certain point, when you want to take a chance, crack open the chest. I know it's a big job. It is a job that it can cost you your job. A regular doctor's job. They're not surgeons. Okay, but like I said, you just crack the chest open, break that bone that goes into the rivet area. Get in there. Take your hand, palm of your hand. There's a hole. Sometimes you'll see a hole, and cover up the hole, or just massage the heart up and down. And massage it, and it will bring it right back to life. Your heart will start beating right again. Then you give it over to the surgeon's department. That's immediate response to somebody that doesn't respond to an heparin. I mean, all that fancy stuff, and all the adrenaline. Which is basically what I'm saying, and paddles, the 360, clear, if you're in B-Tech and you go into a very bad, where your heart stops, okay? My family has a history of hyperlipidemia, which I told you once before, or many times before, for the record. It's high triglycerides, okay? And the triglycerides has a lot of responsibility for clogged arteries, you see. It's the yellow substance that looks like it is plaque. It builds up in a straw. The good example could be a straw, like a rock, solid as a rock. I'm music now. Where the blood can't flow to the heart muscle. So what does the heart do? Within 3 minutes, it dies. Tissues start to die into necrosis. Necrosis. Necrosis turns to dead tissue. And then you got your next body part that dies off, and all your body parts start dying off slowly or quickly. And when you only got minutes, I told you, like 3 minutes before you're brain dead. And your heart has a lot of responsibility to all your body's parts. But that's the last resort you really want to do, unless you know what you're freaking doing without x-ray, is cracking up the chest and doing the heart massage. It works, though. Doing the massage on the heart will stimulate the heart to beat normally. It might take a while to get it up back to normal, but it works. It has been proven to work. I swear. Okay? And because electrical impulses damages the muscle. If it damages the muscle, that means it damages the tissue, which damages the heart muscle. Because the largest muscle in your body, they say, is the heart muscle itself. So I'm not no cardiologist. I'm not no doctor. But I know the common sense on that scenario. Regular seminar talking. I've learned from doctors. I've listened to doctors very carefully. I've seen true stories of it, cracking chest open, how they do it, what they do exactly. And I've been told from a nurse that works in cardiology how to do it. So that's just a little bit of the story on how another way is to start the heart right back up again. I'm not saying if somebody passes out in your family, to go crack their chest open, and the first thing you're going to do is going to start whopping on that heart. I'm not saying that. You got to make sure the heart stopped altogether, and you tried all the other necessary equipment stuff. Clear, clear, jump, clear, jump, I mean, if there's no action, you don't got nothing, okay? I mean, they want to call it dead. They look at the time and say, okay, exactly 3:20. What do you want to call it? Call it not? No, we're not going to call it. Cut them open. Do that. Try it. What the hell? It's worth it. Save a life. It's worth saving a life, isn't it, guys? I mean, I'm the kind of person. If I was a doctor, I don't give up on nobody. Okay, I'm sorry to be acting like a show off, whatever, but I'm just telling you from my experience and from what I've heard from my friends that did it. They've been in situations, in life-threatening situations, to where they had no choice but to try that method. It worked. It works. I promise you it works because I've seen it. I've seen my friends, videos of it. It works. So just something to chew on, you know. I mean, medication only works so much. Once your heart stops, it stops, and you got the electrical impulses. If that don't work, what else are you gonna do? There ain't nothing else to do except massage the heart, natural way. Back in the 1800s, or whenever the cowboy days were, or whatever, they didn't have all this fancy equipment and cell phones and computers like I'm on now. You know, I mean, how many times you ever see them saddle a horse up with a computer, or have a let me think of something real quick. GPS put on the horse's saddle. Say, oh, east goes that way. Well, we're going to go that way. Oh, the Indians are coming. You know, yeah, they had that kind of technology back then. Imagine what we'd have today. You know, that's just an instance what I'm saying for right now. For today is all I have to say. That's just a little bit of an opening statement of what I want to have to say right now. So this is something to chew on, something to think about. I'm not saying for you to go and open somebody's chest up or nothing like that, you know, but to just be, you know, think about that, and you know what? You might save a life one of these days. You might be the hero. You never know. You might be that hero. That little boy out there, that little girl, I mean, no matter what age you are, no discrimination. Okay? Whoever you are out there, I mean, there's been little boys and little girls that have saved lives out there. Daddy's and mommy's life. Okay? I swear. They're geniuses. These kids are growing smarter every day. I mean, thank God for kids. That's what I have to say. Thank God for kids. Okay, and that's just going out for kids too. Thank God you know how to dial 911 for mommy and daddy. If you need 911, don't hesitate. Report it. Call. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take that one step. Because that one step can save a life, guys. You know, and I feel for all the people out there with heart disease and cancer and diabetes, peripheral neuropathy disease, which I, you know, have a lot of different things out there that we do not know about that exist today. Okay, so if you can do it, please just make that phone call. If you see mommy and daddy, kids out there, this is for kids. If you see mommy and daddy out there suffering from something and you're scared, please call 911. Do not wait around and say that they're going to be better in a little while and wake up later. Okay? Because it's not going to work that way all the time. Call 911. Don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged from them saying it's a felony to call 911, kids. Just call 911. If you don't know what to do, okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay, this is enough said for right now. I'm going to change the subject and go ahead and let you guys go. Y'all have a blessed day, and God bless. Take care. We all love you. This is Facebook. This is Steven from Facebook. I just wanted to say hi, and I've been thinking about this a lot. Had to get the word out, so God bless you all. See you later. Bye. Anywhere from gas, you know, from angina, high blood pressure, which is causes angina pain, you know, a person went through surgery for triple bypass or quadruple bypass or six-way bypass because their arteries are constricted or just spasms in the plastic. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Steven again. I recorded a video yesterday. Just want to recap from yesterday. I have a little bit of information about some things. Today's topic I want to talk about is chest pains. When people get chest pains a lot, you know, like they call it they call it angina pains. Get clogged up just like a water pump does in the car, you know. You can't circulate blood any more than a water can circulate in your, a pump. Okay, the pumping action. A heart is the largest muscle in your body. We already know that. Everybody knows that. Okay. The problem is when you have, okay, you got your two main, okay, you got your two. Sorry about this. Take my nose. You got two main arteries that go to your heart. The coronary arteries, the major ones. You got other ones too, but when these plaque buildups, I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit because it's a little bit loud TV. But what happens is you get yellow stuff that builds up in this is called plaque, atherosclerosis. Okay, starts with ATHER sclerosis. Okay, it builds up so much that you can't get oxygen to your heart. So if they can't get, nothing works like shock. The first 3 minutes is very crucial to get your heart started back